Let's make a connection to Salesforce from the local machine using Salesforce Connected App and Node.js library JSforce. I already created Node.js project and installed some modules to save time. We need .env module to store environment variables locally. We need Express Server, the de facto standard server framework for Node.js. And JSForce module to access Salesforce. Also we need JSforce JWT token module to work with JWT using promises. This library has only 700 weekly downloads. Not good. Basically we have an older version with more solid number of downloads, but it is 2 years old and uses callbacks. And the main file is server.js. So I inserted .env first in a row. We need also Node.js file module to provide an API for interacting with the file system. No need to install it, Node.js has it out of the box. I added the main root and activated the server on port 3000. I use nodemon to automatically restart the application. Hope you use it too. Localhost 3000. Hello world. Now let's take a look at our environment variables. We need them for this example and for some other examples that I want to make in future. Consumer ID is the value of the consumer key in Salesforce Connected App, which I created in previous reminders. Consumer secret is the consumer secret from the same Connected App. Salesforce username is my username in this org. Salesforce password is my password. We also need this org URL, but I will add it later to this environment variables. We can grab it under the main domain section. Callback might come in handy in the next example, so I run ngrok. Endpoint will be Salesforce. Besides callback, do not forget to add auth scope in Connected App, full and refresh token. And Salesforce token will be the Salesforce security token. I have to reset it to get the email with the new one. I will check my mailbox later. And the audience is the Salesforce login endpoint. This is the login URL variable. Let's try to connect at last. First we need private key and certificate. Run this script in terminal. On Windows use bash. Follow the prompt. We have a private key and certificate now in the root directory. Let's add the module to the main file. Asynchronous function main. Let's replace the dummy values. The app has read the file synchronously from the file system. Client ID means consumer key from the connected app. My username, and Salesforce login URL. Let's run the function on app's start. Basically no need to close terminal each time, especially when you use NodeMon. I do it just to make this example simple. Okay, as usual, we have to catch the error. Refresh. Invalid grant, invalid assertion. You know what? It could be a long story. Let's move the code snippet to the main root and run the function with the get request. Maybe it will be more convenient to read the error in the browser. Localhost 3000. I think I forgot to add the certificate to the Salesforce connected app. Yeah, I was right. It's empty. Save. Okay, let's try again. Reload the page. Congrats, we have the access token. Remember, I refreshed the Salesforce security token. This is the new one. Let's add it to the environment variables. Mind, for this example we need only part of them. It will be the security token variable. So this is the example output. Let's insert it as a sample. The final part is the JSforce library. We use it to grab data from Salesforce. Let's add it to the app. We already have the access token. Now we have to initialize the connection. Let's take a look what methods do we have. Identity no. Initialize maybe. It has access token as a parameter. Okay, let's give it a shot. initialize. Instance URL from the Salesforce response. And access token also from the response. Okay, let's run the query to grab accounts. How to do it exactly? Query. Okay, got it. Do not forget that the function is asynchronous. Refresh the app. Reload the page. This time we went without errors. Wow. Nice bunch of accounts, right? That's it.